My name is Pranoti Karazgi. I'm a ceramic artist based in UAE. For over 2 decades, I've been doing this. My practice revolves around the intersection of material, humanity, and just human connections. And I work in both the mediums. I work for on wheel thrown potteries as well as sculptural pieces. And I use these mediums to tell the stories and to connect people and to bring together the contemporary with the old. So, first, when I visited Maliha, the desert was so beautiful. The sand, everything looked amazing. But then, desert kind of slows you down, right? And what I realized was, what I felt was that the time speaks very quietly there. That something happened with me and something changed in me. Something moved in there. And I was just looking at the sand and nothing else was happening at that time. But it just looked too vast and too big for me. But when I went to the archaeological center and I saw so many artifacts there and going through it, the beads were the one that struck me the most. And that's when the kind of concept started building up. And then I said, okay, these are so beautiful, and I wanted to read more about it. And then I read that beads are not only the first form of art, they have been there even before the cave painting. They are the oldest form of art. And that was very interesting. I said, okay, I can make stories on this, and this can be a beautiful narration. That's how I came across, that's how I said, okay, this is how I'm going to build my pieces. And it would be, all that I did was just invert the catenary arch. And so these arches are, for me, they are like a necklace gently placed across the sand. So this is a passage of arches, or archway you can say, and each arch is made up of these giant beads. So I am not making those small beads. I am taking that artistic liberty wherein I'm making these monumental beads, and that was the ask also of for the Tanveer festival. Everything looked so small in desert that it had to be monumental. So I'm making these big beads, which will be uh, engineered. So though on the face of it you see the beads, but inside you have these armatures and to hold all the beads together like a string. Now each arch represents one particular era, and so to us these are just beads in different sizes and shapes, but it wasn't like that. It took them, the human beings, it took them years and years to go from one form to the other. So as I was doing all my research or studying over it, I realized that between the first bead, which was made with the stone and shells, it took them about 20,000 years to come to a bead which was a proper bead and a long bead from where you could, which you could string through. So each era, the shape of the bead, the form, the color, everything signifies one era. And that is how I went out. So first will be Neolithic era, then comes the Bronze era. So we are talking about that period. Then comes the Iron Age, wherein the beads, again, they had a lot of tools, so it became easier for them to work with the beads and make them smooth, etc. Then comes the pre-Islamic, and that time the beads were more for the talisman, for to ward off the evil eye. And then comes the Islamic arch, wherein the beads are the most beautiful, because by then there was a lot of technology, and they are the most colorful and the most beautiful arch as a climax of the whole thing. So when I look at Tanveer festival, I look at a place of reflection, illumination, maybe a bit of introspection. So to have a piece for any ceramic artist, this is a dream project, to have your pieces in a desert, in a Tanveer festival, which is not only talking about the art and creativity, it is trying to talk about the past that we had, such a rich past which the Maliha had, the people they were residing in there. I want the visitors to retrace the paths that the merchants, the traders, and the travelers crossed carrying these beads. I want them to pause and reflect upon, what was going through their minds, what was happening in this landscape where we are at now. It's just a desert right now, but so much was happening then. I want people to think about that, think about all those hands which continuously worked on these beads, and just think about the past and the present and try to connect, because that's what this place is all about.